And just so that the next episode has begun, welcome back to Fran Bow. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. It's like a video, it's like a commentary. Excuse me, I burped. Of course, it's like a commentary. And when we last left off, we were inside of this little house in Chapter 2. So we're gonna go ahead and continue. We're examining everything first before we, I'm just doing my standard Ace Attorney, the way that I play Ace Attorney and basically everything. Actually, I talked about this in Danganronpa, how like my playthrough of Ace Attorney was, my Justice for All was like 36 hours and Trials and Tribulations was about 40 hours. This is not my cup! I remember, actually. The teapot has no tea at all! Let's look at all this stuff first. Sugar in many colors! Delicious and beautiful! Vanrific! Hong Kong Fooey, #1 super guy. That cake looks absolutely yummy! Mmm, caramel sauce all over it! Let's see. That doesn't look like caramel sauce at all. Sweet candy! Chocolate cake, my favorite. Should I? Should you? Maybe just a little. No. Don't. Haven't you seen Pan's Labyrinth, Fran? Like, don't eat a thing on the table. Do not eat a thing on the table. You will regret it. I'm not going to say any more than that in case you haven't seen the movie, but oh man, that was one of the creepiest parts of the movie. A very good movie. If you haven't seen Pan's Labyrinth, I don't know what you're doing. Unless, of course, you're like somebody I know who really bothered by movies in foreign languages, because even the American release of the movie is in Spanish with English subtitles. It takes place in Spain in the 1930s. What a tiny house in the middle of nowhere. That's rude. That's very rude, Fran. For a second, I thought this was The Scream by Van Gogh. That was a mysterious woman. I like the blue rose. Actually, the blue. Fun fact, actually, the background of my phone, my iPhone, is actually a blue rose. Because in the language, it's because I watched Aldo Noah Zero. I think it was in season 2. In the language of the fire, because blue roses do not occur naturally in weather. They do not occur naturally in nature. In order to do that, you have to dye them somehow, either by putting roses in like water with blue food coloring and having them absorb the colors that way. Two twins, these must be the real ones. Their faces look familiar. And yeah, it's in the language of the flowers. Blue roses can usually they represent either two things. One of which is the unobtainable, because it is impossible for blue roses of that tint to occur naturally in weather. Okay, oh crap, we got all sorts of things. Okay, let's look at this. A vase, put some flowers on it. A flower vase with ashes inside. Too many things. A rare seed, I wonder what kind of flowers will grow from it. Salt and pepper, good to dress a delicious soup. I wonder if we can go upstairs. There's so much. There's just too much to explore. Firewood, in line to be burnt. But yeah, in Ace Attorney, I was in a Skype called Garcon and Kratos. I don't remember how long. Cozy and warm. I don't remember how long ago this was. Must have been probably about a year ago at this point. Because I think I was. Now I understand the deer wanted back in the hospital. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me right now? Is that a flying pig? I be done seen a lot of things. But I ain't seen an elephant fly. Let's see here. The chandelier? We're just gonna go upstairs, huh? Yeah. Oh my god, oh, we can't go further. No, we can go further. Stop it! There's too much to explore, but we checked the, like, Ace Attorney, like, playthroughs, like, how long to beat. I completely ignored the dead body. I was freaking out at the little ghost thing here. There's too much to explore. Jeez. And like there, like How Long to Beat, like usually like does things based off of like there's a phonograph over here. Does things based off of like story alone, how long it takes you to do the story alone, story plus extras, and then full playthrough. And then Kratos, Garcon, and I were kind of confused. We're like, what do you mean? What do you mean by like a full playthrough? What's the difference between that and a normal playthrough? Well, the thing is, you do not have to play Ace Attorney the way that I do. Where I examine everything and like I press everything, even though I know which statement to present stuff to. That actually takes a lot of time. You don't have to play the game like that. The way that I played is more like a completionist playthrough. Whereas if you just want the story, you don't have to press everything. In fact, in most cases, you don't even have to press anything at all. You could just start presenting stuff. You don't have to examine everything in the. You don't have to examine everything in the. You have to examine everything during like investigation section. You don't have to do any of that. Oh my goodness, that smell! She freaks out at the smell and not the ghost disappearing right in front of her. Okay, whatever. Poor girl, who could have done this and why? I don't know. But yeah, like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to play it that way. Jance, the Blueberry Bee Volume 2. Antonio the Greatest! He was a jazz player, ladies and gentlemen. Luciano Mipon. I'm surprised I didn't make like an Antonio Banderas reference. You know, from Zorro, or he played as Puss in Boots in the Shrek movies, along with the as well as a titular character of the Puss in Boots movie. I think that movie came out like 1,000 years ago at this point. Let's look at this. Oh, we're a record player. I wonder if it works. You know, it's kind of weird to believe that there actually will be a point when it has been 1,000 years since like some of these movies came out. Can you believe that? Like in the year 3000, not to confuse with that terrible Jonas Brothers song. There are many books and things on the shelf. Yeah, like in the year 3016, this video will be 1,000 years old. Many tiny paintings, and there's a cat. I talked about this before. When I grow up, I will have lots of cat paintings on my walls. I'm not quite sure if that's a thing that you want to be aiming for, Fran. Burning candles. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, a typewriter, and it works. Do you say anything about the phonograph? Let's see. Alright, let's turn that off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Oh, there, it works. I can't turn it off, can I? Maybe I should keep it. Okay, there we go. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if there's gonna be like there's probably not gonna be third-party claims for this. Because from my understanding, the developers, Killmonday Games, the stairs end up in a wall. Maybe that was the door I made and now it disappeared. Oh, okay, so this is the entrance, I see. Killmonday Games, I believe that they fully support like playthroughs and whatnot. I don't know, at least I would think so, considering that this game became so popular because so many big Let's Players use it. In fact, there's actually a monster who likes goats. There's actually a YouTube channel, relatively large YouTube channel, doing videos on it right now. A broom to fly or just to clean around. Their their gaming title is, I mean, their YouTube channel, I believe, is quote metal ass gaming. Let's examine. A broom to take me up, Fran the Flying Witch. I actually haven't seen Flying Witch. Now that I think about it. Maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe. The drawer open. Let me see what's inside. Black candles to light up the darkness. Okay, so we can combine the matches with the candles. 5 black candles to light my way. Okay. The goat looks angry. The sisters, they look alike. I got a new item in my inventory. Red rose in a painting, huh? Red roses, of course. Oh, a ladder! Perhaps Mr. Midnight is up there. Oh my goodness, there's more! Too much to explore syndrome. I mean, I'm really experiencing that right now. I want to explore everything, but the perfume smells like teenagers. Okay. A mirror, but why is my reflection not there? Because you're a vampire. Actually, going off of that one that, oh, it's a monster, it's so much more that I was talking about. I believe, you know the movie Nosferatu? You know, like I'm sure if you watch SpongeBob, you know Nosferatu, right? You know, white candles everywhere. Then who was flickering on the lights? Nosferatu. Not Nosferatu, as frickin' Kratos says. Nosferatu! Okay, this looks like a very old painting. Okay, let's go and use Nosferatu on this guy. Why am I making Kratos sound like that? I don't know. Those twins are so good, because that's what a stupid voice sounds like to me. Let's see here. Hello, doll, who caught you? I wonder what the deal is with the doll heads and roses. Actually, good question. This must be the mother, perhaps. A mommy holding 2 babies, and the 2 babies must be the twins, I imagine. What was I talking about again? But actually, I believe that the reason why they called it that is because I believe at the time Dracula was not in public domain, so they called it Nosferatu to avoid copyright issues. Okay, so we can't see anything until we light things up here. I wonder if we can examine things in the dark. Mr. Midnight, where are you? I can't see very well. Actually, I do know where Mr. Midnight is because this part was actually shown. I won't touch anything until I see what it is. This part was actually shown in the 5-minute part of the review that I saw. So I know I won't touch anything until I can see what it is. I've seen visuals of everything up till chapter 3. 4 and 5 are completely. Mr. Midnight, where are you? Can't see very well. Chapter 4 and 5 are going to be completely blind to me. I won't touch anything until I can see what it is. Although I do, Mr. Midnight, where are you? I can't see very well. I do know what like that demon thing that keeps chasing us is, though. Actually. Oh, I won't touch anything until I can see what it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and combine the black candle. Combine black candle with piles of ash like we're playing the Binding of Isaac. I don't want to burn my little... Okay. You don't want to burn your little... Combine black candles with matches. I don't want to burn up my little purse. Huh? Do you need to like... Let me see something. Combine black candle with the piles of ash? Ah, things that makes me angry. Okay, hold on. So we're gonna need like some type of case for these black candles. Okay. So, what was I talking about again? I was talking about something. Yeah, I believe it's because of copyright issue. Because you know that's how I believe actually Mickey Mouse actually goes into public domain like 2 years from now. Yeah, actually, no. The very reason, like, I believe the way the copyright laws work in the U.S. at least, I believe now it's things last and for the lifetime of the creator plus I think 50 years or 75 years, or something like that. It used to be shorter than that, but it got extended because back in the late 90s, because Mickey Mouse is going to go into public domain actually. So it's actually called, like, I believe it's called like the Mickey Mouse clause or something like that. Okay, so actually there was the water bottle, or not water bottle. There was the faucet here. By the way, actually, PSA for those of you who do voiceovers, YouTube videos, you sing or something, don't drink cold water while you're doing before, during, or slightly after a recording session. Use metal pasta with thought. There we go. Metal pasta with thought. What the heck is that? Water in the pot, ready to cook. And then we're gonna put that on the stove because, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever Okay, we can turn this off. Have you ever like gone swimming at like a pool or a lake during like the summertime, and then you jump straight into the water, but it was much colder than you were expecting it to be? Like, it was much colder than you were expecting it to be. You remember how shocked you felt when that happened? Well, basically, that's what you're doing to your vocal cords when you drink cold water like that. Like, you're shocking your vocal cords, and you can actually do a lot of damage to them. So, if you do voiceovers, if you sing or whatever, it's recommended that what you do is, I've heard 3 hours, but I think 3 hours is a bit ridiculous. Don't drink cold water an hour before you record, during a recording session, or an hour after you record. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys have experienced it before, right? Where you did like a long recording session, you're like, oh, okay, let me get like a nice cold, fill a pot on stove. Oh, I forgot to turn on the fire. Okay, well, I just turned it on. A cooker to cook. Okay. Oh, do we use match? You aren't supposed to do this. I believe this. You aren't supposed to do this. This is bad. Use with stove. It's quite windy in here. Oh, okay. The match won't lit. Okay, let's close this. You aren't supposed to do that. Like, I'm sure, like, some of you guys, like, maybe, like, you've done, like, a long recording session, you're like, oh, okay, let me get a nice cold cup of water, and you drink a little water, and you notice that shortly thereafter, your throat might feel a little hoarse, and you're like, what's going on? Maybe I should drink some more water, but no matter how much water you drink, your throat feels very hoarse, despite maybe not feeling that hoarse at the end of the recording session. That's because the cold water that's the result of the cold water, you know, affecting your vocal cords. So what you're supposed to do is drink room temperature water. Usually what I do is, before a recording session, like the night before a recording session, I fill up my 2 water bottles with water, because it'll be nice and cold, and I have like those like insulated water bottles that make the water stay cold longer. So I fill them up the night before, and so usually when I'm recording them late morning, early afternoon, they will be nice room temperature. Just PSA for you if you want to fire, if you want to prolong, if you want to preserve your vocal cords as much as possible. Trust me when I say I know what I'm talking about here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now the water is boiling. So now what? Now let me see. What's there left to do? Okay, we need to put something inside of there, huh? Baking soda? Okay, what is this? She said it was like a seed. A rare seed! I wonder what kind of flower will grow from it. Oh! Okay, actually, let's combine this. Combine moonlight seed with pile of... Oh no, that's not a... For some reason... Okay. I was thinking that it's a flower base, but it's filled with ash. If we were to use this on the boiling water... I'm not sure this is good in soup. I should find a recipe. Okay, so we're gonna need to put... I think now we can go get like the food and everything, right? We can get like onions and everything. This smells like a weed, but we had in our garden. Okay, garlic. And there's garlic. There are no vampires. Kitty likes to play with olives. I guess he thinks they're insects. Beans? I don't like beans that much. I wonder who okay, mushrooms. That smells funny. I won't touch it. Squirrels, body parts. Shut up. Kitty likes to play with olives. Rice. I won't take somebody else's food. Not all of it, anyways. I won't take anybody else's food. Not all. Come on. A pretty can. Oats. I believe I've examined everything, though. I believe I have. But yeah, drink room temperature water. An hour before you record, while you're recording, and about an hour after you're recording. Like, drinking, like, you can drink cold water. Like, outside of that time frame, you can drink cold water as much as you want. Just understand that you shouldn't do it within such close proximity to your recording session because of the damage potential damage you could be doing to your vocal cords. And if you're someone who wants to do something like that as like a full-time career, it is especially important that you try to preserve your vocal cords as much as possible, so you don't end up developing, you know, bad things. Like, no one wants to develop throat polyps. Those are bad. For example, let's see here. I wonder if I can use did I not try to use the salt and pepper in the whatchamacallit? Maybe I thought of doing that. Maybe I just forgot. I don't know. Maybe I just forgot. Like, why would I not put salt and pepper in the whatchamacallit? Like, that's just silly. Right? I just forgot. I didn't forget, right? Use pepper with boiling water. I'm not sure this is good in soup. I should find a recipe. Okay. A recipe for soup. Think there's gonna be anything here? Up here. Okay, so we have a knife. Okay, so the key to being a good puzzle solver is this. What you need to do is figure out all the elements of the puzzle, examine all the elements of the puzzle, figure out what changes, and then make a theory from there. So right now, what we have is a boiling pot of water in which we need to put some type of ingredients in there. The seed does not work, the salt and pepper does not work either. I'm assuming that the baking soda does not work. We're going to try it, but we have a knife, so I'm going to assume that we're going to need some type of meat or something. Actually. Oh! Not all of it anyway. Why don't we use the knife, like, to cut up some of this crap? Oh, we can't, huh? We can't use a knife? She said not all of it anyway, so I was thinking maybe, like, oh, if we just take, like, some of it. What to do, then? What to do? If I were a recipe book, would I be with all... Those aren't... This isn't, like, a true bookshelf, but whatever. There are so many things on the shelf. Okay, actually. Examine all the elements. So let's not necessarily focus on that right now. There are other things that we need to do as well, right? So let's figure out what we already have. Oh, we're actually pretty much at the end of the episode, so I could possibly see you guys in the next episode.